Hello my fiery friends, the Infernoman here with our latest gameplay and exhibition video to show you. In this series, we highlight a random deck on MTG Arena, and it can range from a spicy homebrew to a tier 1 meta deck that's hot on ranked. And if you do like these videos and anything I do, all I ask for you is to give a like on this video and subscribe to the channel so you can enjoy everything from my gameplay, deck techs, booster pack openings, and so much more. If you do like the deck, I will leave a link in the details below so you can give it a spin on Arena for yourself. Keep in mind that these videos will be pure gameplay, no commentary style, so you can enjoy the game, and if you want to, you can see my final thoughts on this deck at the end of the match. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Well, that was our gameplay, everybody. So, real quick, the only reason why I wanted to do this was I had to ask a specific question. Is Rogues still viable in best of 1, best of 3, explore basically anything? Because you kind of see that Rogues disappeared after standard win rotation went out. But I honestly think, as you see, Rogues is still a very powerful and definitely a force to be reckoned with, but the main reason you don't see it anymore is a couple things. First off, people like Dimir ninjas a lot more right now. I mean, there's not that many ninja decks out there, but it just seems like a more fun tribe to interact with, per se. Versus Rogues, where as soon as you get ahead, you basically just pull off your tempo plays and you overwhelm your opponent. Now, having said that, one of the other main reasons why you don't see Rogues anymore is we have a ton of graveyard happy decks out there. We're talking about decks that are trying to cheat stuff into play. We're talking about, obviously, the variants of Greasefang. Those decks just go faster and just hit you harder than what Rogues can do. Rogues is very methodical. You get out a couple of them, you then just play reactively to your opponent, and then hopefully you just out-tempo them, forcing them either to take bad hits or you just mill them out. Now, granted, for the version that you see on screen right now, I had to tweak it just a little bit to update it with some of the new cards, and of course, add in some more emphasis on tempo plays, and of course, we took out the Ruin Crabs. That's not to say you couldn't play those. I actually would think if you don't want to go with the best of 1 focused sideboard, you might want to consider maybe adding in the Ruin Crabs if you want to, the whole playset into the sideboard, so then you could just add them in if you want to focus more on the mill plan when you get into game 2 or game 3 if you're playing best of 3. If you're playing best of 1, to be honest, you're probably better off just keeping the learn and lesson cards and setting up that way. So this way you can just get a little bit more action if you want to choose to when you play a card like Divide by Zero. With the best of 1 options, I would definitely recommend, as you kind of see right here, I tweaked it to have Fading Hope. Again, getting the Scry to fix your next draw is really awesome. And of course, a full playset of Spell Pierce, so you can try to get underneath some of the bigger plays when people try to use some of their reanimation cards. But otherwise, that's pretty much all I have for you in terms of just that. Again, what do you think? Do you think Rogues still has a shot? Would you actually play Rogues again? Or have you feel like you're just moved on, you just don't want to deal with this kind of stuff anymore? Either way, let me know in the comments below, and I would love to hear from you. And also, again, give me a heads up if you want to still see more of these commentary gameplays. To be honest, I do a full-time job, so this is why I try to squeeze these in between some of my longer form deck techs where I take a little bit more time to build those. So bear in mind, this is the reason why I do these, is mostly because I just have random ideas of stuff that I just want to play, just want to throw out there some recordings and get my thoughts after I look at the footage, just to kind of give you guys a heads up as to what's good, what's not. But rest assured, we do have quite a few more deck techs coming up. I have a ton more gameplay that I want to throw out there and just play around with you guys. And again, if you just want to see more of this stuff, or if you want to focus more on the deck techs one more time, leave a comment below, and I would love to hear from you. That's all I have for you today. Thanks again for watching, everyone, and just remember that no matter what you do play in the game of life, always be sure to burn bright. Later!